Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, and I think it's time for me to explain how we, my family and I, came up with the idea of the Weather Dad. I've been a meteorologist for a very long time, and I love forecasting. Not necessarily what's going to happen tomorrow. That information you can get off your phones or just turn on television for that. I really like looking a little bit further down the road. So every Sunday night, I will be posting a weekly planner. That's going to give you an idea of what to expect from Sunday to Sunday. So for instance, if you want to play golf, what day is going to be good for that? If you're going to go grocery shopping, should I go on Tuesday or Wednesday? Well, that may depend on if it's going to be raining or not on Tuesday or Wednesday. Now on Tuesday, I'm going to post again with an update on how the weather patterns are acting as they move across the country midweek. And then on Thursday, I'm going to give you a little bit of a recap, but mainly we're going to be looking ahead towards your upcoming weekend. Kind of like this map behind me. Now, this map will validate on Sunday at about noon. Now, a good friend of mine, Dave, mentioned that this map is kind of confusing. There's a lot of information on here. He's having a hard time picking out landmarks. So, for instance, there's Chicago, there's Dallas, North Dakota, California, and Florida, because there's a lot of information here. There's dark lines, there's red dash lines, there are blue dash lines, all with numbers on them, and then you have all this color, which is precipitation, snow and rain. There's an L, there's an H, and there's an L. This is a model that I have been studying for a very long time. I have a good idea how this model moves systems across the country to help you with your planning forecast. So once again, this map validates Sunday at about noon. You can see here, most of the country is in pretty good shape, with the exception of this area. So let me take you there. This storm system develops down in the Gulf of Mexico on Saturday and then moves up the coast. Lots of rain for portions of Florida and Georgia and Alabama and Mississippi and South Carolina. But you can see here by about noon on Sunday, things change a little bit. The green is rain, these are thunderstorms, but notice the dark blue there in eastern Kentucky and eastern Tennessee, parts of Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina. This is some very heavy snow. Cold air will wrap around and penetrate this system, changing the liquid precipitation over to frozen. Heavy snow, possibly even some ice in this area. Now, if you're familiar with this part of the country, well, that's the Appalachians, and when you get that much snow in the hills, well, that just makes for a very difficult traveling condition. So if you're planning on heading in this direction, or if you live in this area, just be prepared for some really nasty weather. Once again, this validates about noon on Sunday. But make sure you tune in every Sunday night between 5 and 7. I will post your weekly planner. Until then, I'm George, the Weather Dad.